We welcome you into Fairborn High School as we are just minutes away from tip-off of the regional finals. It's the one-seeded Mason Comets versus the two-seed Springboro Panthers. I'm Daniel Panetti, joined alongside Isaac Vargo for today's game. Isaac, it's the rematch of last year's regional semifinals in which the Panthers took down the Comets 71-64. Tonight, the Comets are looking for revenge.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what you play for. If you're the Comets, you got to try and get revenge on Bryn Martin and the Springboro Panther team. As I said, Bryn Martin, one of the best in the state when it comes to these girls basketball players. She's committed to Washington. She's averaging over 22 points per game. Torched the Comets in the last year's matchup. But on the other side, of course, Maddie Parrish surging on. As of late, Anna Habra is going to have a great game today, but I'm just excited. It's going to be a great matchup from both teams.
Absolutely. This is a great game for not only Comet and Panthers fans, but for basketball fans in general. Looking back at that game 360 days ago on March 6th of last year, it was 38-30 at halftime. Springboro had a nice lead for almost the entire game. But as we got to the third quarter, going into the fourth, the Comets pulled to within one, and that was mainly in part due to the now senior Madison Parrish. Had 36 points in that game, a career high. The big thing is going into the fourth quarter, she scored the last 15 of all the Comet points, where she shot 27 shots in that game, one of the best games that she's ever had. And after that, we went to the fourth, and the Panthers went on a 9-2 run, sealing them that victory. So the Comets, they know what this Panthers team looks like. They have, I say, a better defense. It's going to be a big game for these for freshman Taylor Stanfield and some of these other girls if they want to come out victorious.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about experience, Springboro has the most experience you'll ever see out of a high school program. 7 out of the 8 players that played in last year's game are on the roster this year, and that just shows how this Springboro team can come out today. They know the scouting report from Anna Habra and Maddie Parrish, and these Comet team, they're experienced, but Taylor Stanfield hasn't played in this big of a moment, so that's going to be exciting to see how she plays in this game, especially under this big of a magnitude going to state.
Yeah, we talk about some of these Comet stars. Madison Parrish coming off of her best game in this playoff run, 15 points Tuesday versus Perrysburg. Anna Habra had a career-high 30 against Springfield in that district final. So both of those players, those stars on fire, not to mention Taylor Stanfield, 17 points versus Springfield as well. So the Comets, their best players are playing the way you want your best players to play, but that means nothing if they can't get it done tonight. The biggest game of the year, this is, like you said, the game that you play for. You play basketball, you play that entire season for. It all comes down to this tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Going into Springboro and how they've played in the playoffs so far, they've had a couple good close games, but as of so far, they've been cruising through the playoffs. They started with a win by 20 against Wayne. They ended up playing Seton after that by 14. They won that game by who? beat Oak Hills, who the Comets struggled with early in the season. And then last game they played Upper Arlington. They won by 13 to get them to this point. So we're just about a couple minutes away. Daniel, I am excited for this matchup.
Absolutely. It's the 5th year in a row that these teams have met in the playoffs. The Comets hold a 4-1 record. Isaac, we look at the past 4 years. Before last year, before that playoff loss last year, the Comets beat Springboro all 3 years in a row in the district time frame. So they got the revenge last year, and that, honestly, I would say is more of a win than those 3 losses combined. But we're going to head to a break. Next time we see you, it'll be tip-off. We hope that you stay here, and we thank you for joining us here on Basin Sports Radio. Tip-off coming your way up next. We welcome you back into Fairborn High School. Anthems over, starting lineups is over. Your starting five for the Springboro Panthers. Number 4, the senior Brooke Clear. Number 12, the senior Bryn Martin. Mackenzie Jones, the junior. 24, Ava Wade. And 30, Anaya Trent. Starting five for the Comets, same as it's always been. Madison Parrish, Taylor Stanfield, Anna Habra, Addie Gilman, and Annalise Knight. Jumping for both teams is Trent and Habra. The Panthers win it, and it starts with Bryn Martin. Bryn Martin, who had 33 points in that first meeting, or in that playoff meeting last year. Early, a 3-ball. She hits it! Few seconds into the game, doing what she did to the Comets last year. 3-0 lead for Springboro.
Yeah, Hopper on the matchup of Bryn. And Bryn doing what she did all year last year is knock down threes. But the Comets got to make it harder than that. She was wide open on the corner.
Parrish stuck at the top, passes intercepted by Martin. She's going 1-on-2, poked away by Stanfield. Out of bounds, it stays with Springboro under the Comet net.
Yeah, you can already see Bryn Martin. She's a problem on the offense end, but she's not afraid to get her hands in the lane. She averaging 2 steals a game. It's pretty much the same that Anna Haber has.
Brooke Clear has it at the left wing. Now a move. Gets it out to Anaya Trent. She's guarded by Knight. Back out to Martin, guarded by Habra, out to the left wing. Brooke Clear guarded by Gilman. She's going to drive in, gets it back out to Martin. Nice defense so far from the Comets. Martin now drives in, a spin move, goes up on Habra, can't hit the 2. And it's going to be a travel called on Martin, so no shot anyways, no foul. The Comets will get possession.
Yeah, good defense there from Habra. It's kind of a box and one from this Comet team. They're playing soft defense on everybody else and hard defense on Bryn Martin.
Habra gets it to Parrish on the right side, guarded by Jones. Step back 3 from the corner. That shot no good. Both teams fighting for the rebound. It's pulled in by Springboro. Now goes out of bounds, and it'll go in favor of the Panthers.
Yeah, Maddie Parrish towards the end of the season was kind of in a shooter slump. The last game against Perrysburg, she was hitting on all cylinders, and she's trying to get going early in this game. A step back from the corner, maybe not the shot you want, but I like the shot.
Clear brings it up, gets it out to Martin, who's guarded by Habra at the free throw line, tries to get it down to the right block. Now she will, throws it up. That time she's fouled. Shot no good, but Martin will go to the line.
That could have been questionable defense. Anna Habra, she's going to have to be careful getting in foul trouble in this game because she's going to be glued to Bryn Martin all game. You can't give her any breathing room because she has the advantage on Habra size-wise.
Martin hits the first 3, an 87% free throw shooter. As the awards came out for the GWAC Conference, Martin, for the 3rd year in a row, was named Athlete of the Year. That Washington Husky commit shoots her second one and all chords on that free throw. Already a 5-0 start for the Panthers, as the Comets will bring it up.
Yeah, something to mention. If the Comets are losing this game, you can't have Bryn Martin go to the line. She's been 82% or better in her whole high school career.
Stanfield has on the left side, gets it out to Parrish. Takes a screen from Annalise Knight, now out to Habra at the top. Parrish will let another 3 go, that time too short, rebounded by the Panthers. Martin takes it up, she's guarded by Stanfield, now resets the offense at midcourt.
Comets got to be careful here. It can't just be running guns, shoot threes from Parrish.
Anaya Trent, shot rejected by Annalise Knight. She had a beautiful block last game versus Perrysburg, now already has one tonight.
Yeah, she's guarding Trent today. Trent at 6'2", one of the biggest players she's faced all year. Usually she's had the height advantage at 6 feet, but today she's going to have to box out and do exactly what she just did.
Mackenzie Jones has it guarded by Parrish, drives in now inside the paint. Moving, and another travel is called. Already 2 against the Panthers tonight. Comets will take possession. A lot of the times tonight, Isaac, when we've seen them get into the paint, they're moving too much.
Yeah, Parrish was very lucky to not get the call there on Mackenzie Jones. Something about Mackenzie Jones, she is a transfer from Purcell Marion, where she won 2 state championships in her 2 years here at high school. So she's playing for her 3rd in 3 years here at Springboro.
Parrish has on the left side, gets by 1. Now out to Stanfield. She'll let a 3 go from the wing. No good. Parrish right there to get the rebound on the left corner. She'll let one fly. Comets get on the board. Madison Parrish, a left corner 3. The score now 5-3 for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's something the Comets had to get going. Maddie Parrish, it could have been a very questionable shot just off the rebound, but the Comets got to get going on the offensive end, and right now it's been all three-pointers.
Anaya Trent guarded by Annalise Knight on the right wing, gets it out to Brooke Clear. She's guarded by Gilman at the top. Comets playing very tight defense, now out to Wade. Guarded by Stanfield, goes out of bounds, but stays with Springboro.
Yeah, Comets again playing very tight defense around 30 feet from the basket. So again, got to be careful with playing a little bit too tight defense because there's multiple times so far in this game where they've been way in tight in the airspace of the Panthers.
Lydia Gabbard checks in for Ava Wade. Now on the right corner, pass down to Trent. She goes up with it, hits it off of the board, and there's the first two for the Virginia Tech commit. 7-3 now the score for the Panthers.
Great steal from Trent there down low. She's a 4-year starter. She's one of the 5 4-year starters on this Panther team.
Parrish almost lost it. Now Hobber will drive in herself. That shot no good. Rebounded by Trent. Springboro going in. Almost a fast break. Martin will recenter it. Goes in, another spin move. Lets it go. No good. Rebounded by Gabbard. And now the Panthers able to let it go. Martin, three-pointer, no good. Whistle blown right on the shots.
And Martin was bringing it down the court. She had wide open Brooke Clear in the middle of the court. She decided to take it her own, had a good shot attempt. But again, Springboro has the size advantage. So when they get those offensive rebounds, it's crucial the Comets find number 12 and make sure she doesn't get other opportunities.
That was a foul against the Panthers. Now out, Habra moves it to the right corner. She's behind the free throw line to spin, gets it to Stanfield. Dangerous pass all the way down low. Gets it out to Annalise Knight. She'll let it fly from the free throw line, and that time a splash. Annalise Knight able to hit that one. Score now 7-5, only a 2-point game.
Yeah, not often that she sets up for a jump shot right from the free throw line. Knocked it down easily. But the Comets still trying to settle and still has been a sloppy start from them. Missed opportunities from the Panthers, but right now you're settling only down 2 with 3.5 to go.
Pass down to Trent. It was great. Now out to Gabbard. Goes out of bounds. And it's Comet basketball.
We just talked about Mason being sloppy. Springboro, as you said earlier, 2 travel calls and then a turnover there. They've been sloppy as well. Multiple turnovers. We'll see which team gets locked in the quickest in this first quarter.
Madison Parrish drives inside, carving her away. Now goes up. Unable to hit that one from a little beyond the right block. It's rebounded by Springboro. Martin will take it off. Tight defense from now Amani Johnson. Martin goes all the way, gets the N1 opportunity. No, it's a charge. Excuse me, that's a charge on Bryn Martin.
And another call, Daniel, that is going the Comets' way. It could have definitely went either way. I would have went toward the Springboro way, but the Comets get a break there. Definitely could have been a momentum switcher getting the N1 as both teams have been very quiet from the field. Huge stop there.
Still a 2-point game. Many turnovers for the Springboro defense. They averaged 12. Habra gets it down low. Stanfield wide open off the glass, and we're tied at 7.
And that's exactly what you need for the Comets. I was about to say, going to this possession, they got to take it to the basket. And Taylor Stanfield sitting under the hoop, wide open from that curl as she's done all year long. A perfect look from the Comets. And could have been some miscommunication from Springboro getting the ball in.
Comets displaying a press. Martin's able to break it. She's guarded by Amani Johnson. Makes a move to the left side. Gets it out to Wade. Now out to Trent. Gets it out to the right side. Gabbard. Tight defense from Stanfield.
Another travel.
Wow. That is 3 travels against Springboro here in the first quarter. You're the head coach of the Springboro team. You have to be fuming after some turnovers like that.
Yeah, a couple of turnover calls. I don't know if I would have called them turnovers, but obviously she walked there. Parrish has a mismatch here on Brooke.
Parrish will let it go. Shot no good from right side of the free throw line. A foul called.
And again down low, trying to box out was Martin. Knight kind of pushed her out of the way, and the Comets again, getting the favored call. 2:20 left in this first quarter. It's been a down quarter for both teams scoring-wise. They both average 60 points per game.
So the Comets just being favored. It is shot from Parrish. Whistle beforehand. Shot's not going to count. It's going to go over to Springboro.
Yeah, hold there on Kessler. And with this big atmosphere, you got to think from all people out here playing this game, there's got to be a lot of emotion, a lot of nerves going into this game. So that's why you see a 7-7 score right now.
Mackenzie Jones brings it up at the top. Guarded by Parrish. She'll drive in on the left side. Goes up with it. Gets the two. Gets the foul. She'll head to the line for a three-point opportunity.
Yeah, saw it down there. McKinley Jones gets a technical call after a celebration on Maddie Parrish. The black hole saw it, I saw it, and it was definitely a call from Parrish that should have been rewarded in Springboro, which they did get the and one. Jones will go to the line for one, but then the Comets will get multiple shots after a taunting call coming from Jones.
Isaac, we knew this was going to be a hard-fought game for both of these teams, but I don't know if we expected a tech in the first quarter.
Hey, I understand it because Mackenzie Jones wasn't in this matchup last year, but she definitely understands from her teammates expressing what happened last year that this is going to be a physical game. You're going to see a lot of mixed emotions from both sides.
Jones hits the free throw. Look at her, a 77% shooter. This was 6 in the G-Walk. So now your score 10-7 for the Panthers. But now the Comets will take 2 shots, it looks like, after the technical foul. They'll bring up Madison Parrish. She will take the 2.
Yeah, that's Mackenzie Jones' second of the game, so she's going to check out. That's a big stop there from the Comets, getting her with 2 already. She's one of the best players from the wing for this Panther team.
First free throw from Parrish, unable to go, hits the back of the iron, bounces out. And so far, it looks like the star, the West Virginia commit, who's ranked 3rd in the state, has not been playing her best. That time the free throw hits, she hits 1 of 2. Comets now find themselves down 8-10.
Yeah, if the Comets are going to want to win this game, Maddie Parrish has got to get going quicker than she has today, and she's got to take better shots. She can't keep forcing those shots from the perimeter, even though she is an exceptional shooter.
Parrish has on the left side. She'll pull up a left wing 3. No good. Bryn Martin gets the rebound after boxing out Taylor Stanfield. She gets it to Anaya Trent. She will bring it up for the Panthers.
It seems like maybe a force there from Parrish. Almost got it to drop, but I'd only really take that shot if she is on fire. Right there, a foul from Stanfield.
Yeah, she tried to intercept that pass. It was Trent looking for Bryn Martin, and Stanfield just jumped right in there. Unfortunately, too aggressive. Taylor Stanfield leads this team in personal fouls. Came into today right exactly at the 50 mark. This is not a girl that you want for your team to start getting into foul trouble. We already seen Habra get a couple, and now Stanfield.
Comets with 4 team fouls. Springboro with 3. One more foul with about 1:30 left. They'll have 3 free throws, something you can't give a team that is exceptional from the line.
Martin gets it down to Trent, guarded by 2. She'll go back up with it. That shot no good. Rebounded by Anna Habra. And now quickly she moves in transition. Gets it to an open Adaya Kessler. Goes up with it. She's fouled.
And again, down low. Great job there from Anna Habra, getting the rebound, boxing out. She's, of course, a smaller frame. Got it, the rebound, passed it all the way down to Kessler. And then the foul was called on Martin. Had her hands up, but it seemed like the last moment she reached over and got the foul call there.
First free throw is good. So Kessler made her first. Comets now finds themselves down 1. A free throw here would tie it. And she does just that. We're tied at 10 here in the first quarter. 1:17 left. Comets, a full court press completely in motion. Trent, guarded by Kessler, gets it back out to clear.
And I like this call from Coach Gideon Dungeon with no Martin on the court. The Comets are bringing the pressure, knowing that she's the girl that has the most ball handles on this team.
Back out to Trent at the top. Rarely do you see a girl like this. Anaya Trent, the Virginia Tech commit. She is 6'2" and taking up the offense at the top. Rarely do you see someone with a frame like that playing that role. Guarded heavily, gets it out to clear on the left side, guarded by Kessler.
You might see Springboro hold for one here. The Comets have played exceptional defense on this drive.
Clear at the top, 25 seconds. She's guarded again by Kessler. No shot clock in high school basketball, so at least if they keep moving and no violations called, they can take it all the way down to the end. Clear, right in front of half court. Still guarded by Kessler, trying to open up something. Gets it down low to a wide open Blaine. And a foul called on the shots.
Yeah, Parrish might have got a little bit of hand there. Great defense until the very end there. Tessa Blaine doesn't get all the play time in the world with her small frame, just at 5'5", but when she gets in there, she's making the most of it. The Comets will still have time with about 6.6 seconds left to go down and get something at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, looking at that play, she hits her first free throw. She was wide open down on that right block. Just the defense from the Comets, just, playing for so long there in that possession, just, got caught offline. A 70% free throw shooter hit the first. And it's going to be a violation on Adaya Kessler. It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to call it. Interesting.
So she hits both. Now 3 seconds left. Haber's just going to drive in, goes up with it. Can't hit the two, swirls the iron and out. That'll do it for the first quarter. Comets finds themselves down 12-10. Haber, a big miss. What would have tied it going into the end.
Yeah, that was a huge miss there from Haber. Gained the momentum going into the second quarter. It's a shot she rarely misses going to her right side. But great first quarter from both teams.
So we'll head to a break. It's a 2-point game here in the regional finals. Stay tuned for the second quarter here on Mason Sports Radio. We welcome you back for the start of the second quarter here from Fairborn High School. Comets find themselves down 12-10. They take it out. It's Addie Gilman at the top. Moves to the left side, gets it into now checked in Victoria Rodriguez, who's gotten a lot of time here in the playoffs for this Comet run. Taylor Stanfield now going down low. That one was poked away. Ava Wade taking it in one-on-one. Missed control. Gets it out to Blair. Now Trent fired to the left side. Wade once more. She's guarded by Haber. Now checks it up to the top. She'll reset the offense.
Wade, one of the more larger players on the Springboro team. Springboro's a ginormous team. She's 5'11". She just stands as the fourth tallest on this team.
Brooke Clear will have it at the top, guarded by Gilman. Gets it out to the right side. Back out to Clear on the left. Gets it out to Blaine. On the right side, Springboro living on the perimeter in this possession. Dangerous pass back to Clear. She's guarded by Gilman. Finds herself trapped, gets it out to Wade up top. Thought about the three, now out to the right. Trent thought about going up for it. Wade will take a three from the corner. No good. Going up for the rebound is both teams. And a foul's called. It's going to go Comet way.
Yeah, over the back there on Trent. And that possession, the last couple possessions, we've seen no Parrish or no Bryn Martin, which is very interesting. You would think for both these seniors that have made it to the state championship game, that we'd see them the entire game. But so far, coach is kind of keeping it lenient, keeping them fresh as long as possible until we get to that final half.
Absolutely, and I think that might be a bit of the game plan, is to keep them on the bench until that second half, because you know you're going to need them. Sandfield on the right side. Heavily guarded, gets it out to Gilman on the left wing. Now out to Anna Haber up top. She's guarded by Trent. Step back, now takes it. Another step back, she'll fire one. No good. Annalise Knight went up for the rebound, bounces out to Gilman. She'll fire three from the wing. That one bounces off the back of the rim as well. Comets, ice cold shooting so far here in the first half.
Yeah, great work there from Knight getting the offensive rebound. But we saw when Maddie Parrish was out for 2 games in the middle of the season, this offense struggled. So without her, we'll see how they do.
Springboro's able to hit that one. It was Ava Wade getting that too. Comets went quickly in transition, can't get it. 14-point game. Springboro going on transition.
And Haber multiple times in this game. She's so good with the right hand, just a little too strong on the takes. And credit to Springboro, they've done a great job on limiting those takes too.
Out to Addie Martin, sister of Bryn Martin, gets it back up to the top. Trent now pass down low. Looks like Haber tried to get the charge, she won't. Lydia Gabbard gets in the scoring column. Now a 6-point game for the Panthers.
Yeah, Haber banking for the charge call there. Didn't really get her feet set and didn't really get her all the way central. And again, still a minute through and haven't seen both of the stars.
That shot blocked. Haber went up for it. Anaya Trent able to swat it away. The Comet offense looking as unmovable as we've ever seen this year. Now checking back in for the Comets, number 4, the West Virginia commit, Madison Parrish. And Isaac, you need a spark. It's going to have to come from number 4.
Yeah, it's going to come from her, but she's got to take good shots. She's a great passer.
Whistle called. It would have been a bad pass from Annalise Knight, who was trying to hit a cutting Addie Gilman. As it's a foul called on Madison Parrish, so there's another one against the senior.
And one of the reasons why she's not playing is because she's in foul trouble. Again, I believe that's either her second or her third, and that is killer for the Comets because she's not only a great shooter when she's hot, but she can bring all the attention and swing it on over to other Comet players. But the Comets are going to need someone to come in clutch here.
Addie Martin will let a 3 go. No good. Haber running in for the rebound. Whistle called as she hits the deck. It looks like it'll be Mason Ball. Haber hit hard, but able to get back up, looking just fine.
Yeah, Haber and Wade both got there at the same time. They gave it to the Comets. As Anaya Trent checking back into the game, she averages 8.9 rebounds a game, which is the top of the GWAC.
Yeah, you compare that to the Comets' top one in Taylor Sandfield. A travel called on Anna Haber right at midcourt, hesitated, and that's a bad turnover from an experienced junior who started all 3 years of high school. You can't have a play like that.
Yeah, it's just been a very uncharacteristic first half from this Comet team. It's looked like Springboro's came out and had the faster edge as Martin in the game, guarded by Johnson.
Bryn Martin back in, gets it out to Trent. She goes up on Annalise Knight, hits it off the board. A 8-point lead, biggest of the night for Springboro. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Comets just need points.
Comets got to go now. 8 points might not seem like a lot, but when you're playing a Springboro team that knows how to take care of the ball and can find looks like they have today.
It's like a foul will be called on 30 Trent. A bit of a push against Annalise Knight.
And right here, it's been all Springboro in the second quarter. The Comets have struggled for answers. They've struggled for offensive good looks. As we talk about this crowd today, almost a sold-out crowd. You could say it's half and half, but I'd say it's a little bit more on the Springboro side, just about 60-40. But not a lot of seats to be found if you showed up late in this game.
Absolutely. So timeout was called. We look at the Black Hole. Pretty good showing for the Comet student section. It's a whiteout for them tonight, as potentially the last game of the season for the Comets. You got to have a good showing from your student section.
And not bad, also considering it's an hour away from Mason High School. So, and on a Saturday night, Comets definitely supporting the girls' team in the right way.
Stanfield down at the free throw line. She's going to take a spin, tries to go up with it, finally puts one up, swirls and drops. The Comets finally have life on offense. A 12-18 game. Early turnover from the Panthers. Moving way too quick, whistle blown. Await the call.
That's huge there for the Comets. That's exactly what you have liked. Taylor Stanfield has been a huge addition for this Comet team as a freshman, and she has great moves down low. Got the up and under to go, and then miscommunication from Springboro. Comets had their chance to come right back here.
Comets under the basket. Shot from Stanfield, no good. Another steal from the Comet defense. Adiah Kessler was able to get it, but they're going to call a foul on Kessler.
It's going to be on Springboro, and
whoa,
there was a lot of contact, but it seemed like the end when he did call it, there wasn't a lot. Kessler was fighting for the ball. Maybe could have went with a no call, but if you're Comets, you'll definitely take it. Yeah. Again, the lead only at 6 for Springboro, so you don't need a 3. You just need to get this lead as close as possible while you're playing not the greatest.
Initially, it looked like it was going to be a call on Kessler, but it switches to a Springboro foul. Now the Comets have it. It's Gilman on the left side. Gets it out to Kessler at the three-point line, left corner. She now drives in, gets it to Stanfield, wide open 3 from the wing. String music! Comets back to within 3. Taylor Stanfield, a huge 3.
And again, credit to Kessler. Adiah Kessler with an absolute dime, going out of bounds with her left hand, swooped it over to the wing. Stanfield has been that step that the Comets have needed. You knew someone was going to have to step up, whether it's Haber, Gilman, or Stanfield. And Stanfield, as just a freshman, has made this lead just only 3 for Springboro.
She hit 4 threes in the district finals versus Springfield. Haber able to tip that lob pass to Trent down. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Springboro. But now some life starting to come into this Mason team. It was all Springboro for that first little bit of the second quarter, a little bit at the end of the first. But now you hit that 3. The Black Hole got alive, and you hope that that can keep transferring. Look at the time. Exactly 3 minutes left before the half.
Doing it all without Maddie Parrish.
Another tip. That one off of Adiah Kessler. It stays with Springboro.
And again, Adiah Kessler, her hands in the passing lane. She has been the MVP of this first half for the Comets.
Especially on the defensive side. What a game she's had. Lob pass down to Trent. A foul from Anna Habra. She came in red hot.
And again, man, what a pass from Bryn Martin. Out of bounds by the Comet bench, threw it all the way across court over the shoulder. It's a second on Habra. And how many times have we seen this year that Anna Habra has 0 points with about 3 minutes left in the second period? And that just shows how good you can be without scoring.
Trent misses that one, gets the offensive rebound. That one no good as well. Both teams fighting for the rebound. Trent gets it again. Another miss. Another offensive rebound for Trent. She goes back up with it. No good again. Another offensive rebound. Now whistle called. It's a jump ball. It stays with Springboro.
What a wild sequence there. The Comets first started off with not boxing out the shooter, which you cannot do. Gideon Dungeon, coach of the Comets first year, very upset with that. And then they proceeded to not get the rebound. It seems like Knight's the only one for this Comet team that's willing to get in there and get the rebounds. So the Comets got to be careful because Springboro is such a talented team and will execute on that more times than one.
Now Martin Finds a look for a three, lets it fly, no good, rebounded by Stanfield. She'll take it, 2 minutes, 22 seconds. And another turnover by the Comets right at half court. Stanfield hesitates, and it goes back in Springboro's possession.
And you just absolutely can't have that. It's just something that you teach at the beginning of the year. It's November things, and we're out here in March, and the Comets having back court penalties, but only down 3, 2 minutes to go. Still in this game, it's been very sloppy from both teams, but anyway, you can win.
Down to Trent at the right block. That time she's able to put it off the glass. Score now back to 5, 20-15. Haber going to bring it up at half court. Gets it out to Adiah Kessler, who brings it back up to the top. Haber and Kessler exchange some passes. Back out to Haber at the three-point line. Gets it back out to Kessler. Gilman will launch a three from the wing. No good. Brooke Asher, the only one there. Brooke Clear, the only one there to get the rebound. Now a three, and that one's good. Mackenzie Jones makes it a 23-15 game with less than 1:30 left to go in the half.
And again, just sloppy basketball. I mean, you got a shooter like Jones that's done it for all 3 years, and Comets don't pick her up. No one's there.
Adiah Kessler doesn't want to take a three. Had many looks. Pull-up jumper from Haber. That one drained.
That's
Haber, the top shooter from the field in the GMC, over 55%. Now the score 23-17. The air ball chance rain from the black hole as Bryn Martin drives in on the right side, puts it up. That one no good. Stanfield gets the rebound.
Another air ball. Comets are going to let her know about the rest of the game.
Haber drives in coast to coast. She hits it. 23-19, less than 40 seconds left to go. Martin immediately goes, that one no good. Out of bounds, it'll be Springboro basketball. But a nice little bounce back there from the Comets. They pull back into within 4 with 32 left in the second quarter.
I mean, pretty funny. Haber taking it all the way to the left side with her right hand, then bringing it back with the right hand all the way to the cup. And again, Bryn Martin missing from point-blank range with not really a lot defended on her. We already know Parrish has almost less than 5 points. Bryn Martin hasn't had a great half. So it's been anything but what you would have thought going in this game.
Jazz Johnson checked in for Anna Haber. Whistle called as Stanfield tried to pull it away. It's going to be a foul against the Comets. Once again, Springboro will take it out.
Expect Springboro to go and hold for one here with about 20 seconds left with the lead.
Down to Martin. She goes up with the left hand. She's able to hit it. Comets have 13 seconds to get back on the board. Now down 6. Kessler at the top. Clock dips below 10. She's going to drive in. Goes up with it. Shot blocked by Trent. No foul called. Stanfield's able to poke it away. We will head to halftime. Springboro hits a shot with under 20 seconds left to make it 25-19, a 6-point lead. A little less than what we saw last year. It was 38-30 at half. This is still anyone's basketball game, Isaac.
Yeah, absolutely. From both sides, it was sloppy from the stars, Maddie Parrish and Bryn Martin, and from Anna Haber and Mackenzie Jones. But everything you would have thought in this game. It's a close game. The Comets are still in it. We'll have to see second half action.
So we will send it to a break. Stay tuned here for the second half. It'll be a very good half of basketball. Stay tuned here on Mason Sports Radio. We welcome you back for the start of the second half here from Fairborn High School. It's the regional finals between the 1-seeded Mason Comets and the 2-seeded Springboro Panthers. I'm Daniel Panetti, joined alongside Isaac Vargo. Isaac, only a 6-point game going into half, but we recapped that first half very sloppy from the Comets.
Yeah, absolutely. Sloppy from the Comets, but also sloppy from Springboro that they're only up 6 on the Comets with how bad they've played in this first half. Both these teams are averaging 60 points, and only 25 is the most that we've seen today from a first half. So it's going to be a competitive second half, to say the least. The Comets are going to have to get going. Maddie Parrish got in foul trouble at the end of the first half, which had her on the sidelines for most of the game. She's got 4 points, 3 fouls. She's got to get going, or else this Comet team could get in trouble if Bryn Martin gets going before.
Absolutely. You're in that locker room there. The realization might start coming in that this could very well be your last half of basketball as a Mason Comet for Madison Parrish. And the same goes on the flip side for Bryn Martin. A lot different of a game here in the first half from last year for Bryn Martin. Only 7 points in that first half. And this is very similar to the Comets and the Panthers last year. It was a 9-point lead at half. But here in the third quarter is when the Comets really hit their spark last year. Comets take it in, now going on the left side. Habra's guarded by Wade, gets it out to Addie Gilman on the right side, brings it back up to the top. Gilman very quiet in the first half. It's not been the playoff run that she's wanted. Gets it to Habra. She goes up with it. Shot blocked by Trent, but immediately deflected by Madison Parrish. Puts it off the glass, and the Comets strike first in the second half.
Yeah, huge. You would have shook your head if Maddie Parrish can come in the lane and get that layup to go. It's huge for the Comets to get started on the right foot, because, again, number 12, Bryn Martin for this Springboro team can get hot quick.
It's a man defense for the Comets. Martin lets a 3 go. No good. Haber there gets the rebound. Tough defense from Wade. Now far past to Parrish. Thought about pulling up for the 3. Now up to the free throw line. Lets one go. No good. Rebounded by Trent. Going the other way is Martin. She drives into the left side. That shot no good. Rebounded by Taylor Stanfield. Now Parrish will go. Pull up 3. No good. Trent gets the rebound. Gets it up to Ava Clear.
It almost looked like a pickup game out here. Maddie Parrish and Bryn Martin exchanging misses in this first half. I mean, you know that both of these girls have the green light at all times, so you got to think Comets had numbers going in the second half right here, but just didn't get it to go.
Jones gets it out to Martin. She goes in all the way, hits the 2, and gets the call. A quiet first half for the senior, but now gets a chance for the 3-point play to get herself into double digits.
Yeah, you just got to be careful there. When Bryn Martin beats you, you can't foul, because she's going to make it almost automatically if no one else is coming on that backside to help. And again, Springboro taking all the life from the Comets and taking it for themselves with this and 1.
Hits the free throw, so gets the 3-point play. Now a 28-21 football score here at Fairborn High School. Haber takes it up on the top. Looked to get it to Parrish, decides not to Stanfield, back out to Habra. Martin came running in, a far 3 from Stanfield, no good. No one there to get it, goes out of bounds. It's Springboro basketball.
And then again, Comets are just settling. They faced these zones multiple times in the playoffs, but Perrysburg hasn't really been as active as Springboro's has today. They've led Comets to bad shots, and that's not a good shot from Taylor Stanfield. Contested 3-pointer. Comets have to be really careful. Down the most they've been all day today at 7.
Martin has it on the right side, guarded heavily by Imani Johnson. Goes to the left side, passes it out to Jones, now down to Trent on top of Annalise Knight. She gets the foul. Trent will go back to the free throw line after that shooting foul called by Annalise Knight.
And again, too deep. Trent is too big down low that you can't get her that deep. And she took advantage, 2 shots at the line. Springboro's just playing a great basketball game in this second half. They got knocked down free throws, missed the first.
Yeah, look at Trent. Only 5 points last year versus the Comets has already surpassed that mark, but Trent less than 50% from the free throw line, able to hit the second one. Now Parrish out to an open Habra, thought about the three, now drives in, tried to find Annalise Knights, but the pass was intercepted by Bryn Martin. Momentum all in favor of the blue. Mackenzie Jones in the right corner, guarded by Habra, step back, now gets it out to Trent on the right side. Back out to Jones, she'll drive in, on Anna Habra, puts it up, no good, they want a foul, won't get it, rebounded by Stanfield. Now Habra driving in all the way like she's done many times today, goes up, the shot's blocked by Trent.
Wow, what a block there. How many times do you see Anna Habra taking it coast to coast and get stuffed multiple times? Trent, that's her third block of the game. Be another timeout from Gideon Dungeon. It's just been all day today. The Comets haven't been able to find their mold today all day.
Trent now has 60 blocks on the season. It was first in the GWAC, as it's just been a defensive masterclass for number 30. A three-time first-team all-GWAC player, a Virginia Tech commit. We're seeing why tonight. Virginia Tech is going to get a very good player out of Anaya Trent.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about both coaches tonight, Gideon Dungeon, of course, first-year head coach, was the assistant coach under Coach Rob Matua, Hall of Famer for the Comets. And then on the other side, Coach Mike Hollinger. It's his second year as coach. He was the boys basketball coach, just the third Springboro girls basketball coach in program history since 1983. And he's done a great job so far for them, obviously, with how successful they've been the last couple of years.
Parrish lets a three go, air ball, rebounded by Mackenzie Jones. A very cold shooting game from Madison Parrish. Now Anaya Trent at the top, moves into the right side, gets it out to Bryn Martin. She's guarded by Amani Johnson. Step back, thought about the three, won't take it. Gets it down to Trent down low on two Mason defenders. Shot no good. Habra laying on the floor, the ball falls in her lap.
Look at that. Anna Habra fell down, picked up the ball, and then gave it to Stanfield, all in one movement.
Amani Johnson now to Habra on the left side, gets it back up to the top. Stanfield now on the right wing. Gives it back to Parrish. Gets the screen from Knight. Three ball's good! There's the shot you need from your senior. Now a 5-point game once again. You hope that's a spark that can get Madison Parrish going. Now
yeah,
Martin.
That's huge for her.
Martin immediately goes in. Can't get to two. Rebounded by Stanfield. And Amani Johnson will take it up.
This is the moment for the Comets.
Parrish, another three. Got it! 2-point game!
Uh-oh! Maddie Parrish is heating up, folks.
Martin takes it in, shot, gets it, and the foul. We'll get the 3-point play. Gets it back out to a 4-point game, but my word, Isaac, Madison Parrish, when you need her to get hot, she's starting to get hot.
I mean, man, that was great, but, I mean, you got Bryn Martin, another All-American going down the floor. You can't have Knight, the only one on that side. She just erases the three-pointer Parrish just had and takes it for her own. Great look there from Bryn Martin, getting it out. But, again, that's huge for Maddie Parrish. 2 threes in a row. Haven't seen that in a very long time.
Martin misses the free throw, so only gets 2. Parrish down low, pass was intercepted by Wade. She was looking for Victoria Rodriguez. Now Martin, left side, deflected by Habra. Habra, a Superman jump there on the left wing to get it out of bounds. It would have been a wide open Tessa Blaine for a 3.
Yeah, not often are you happy to be 5'5", but Tessa Blaine right there. Her fingertips just not long enough to get the tip from Habra. Would have been Comets ball, but stays with Springboro. Man, what a second half this has been. Both sides have exploded.
Out to Addie Martin, her and Bryn both in. Gets it down to Bryn Martin, down low. Now out to Trent, puts it up, hits the 2. A late whistle and a shooting foul against the Comets. Another chance for a 3-point play.
Again, Trent down low. It could have been a late call. Definitely was a late call. But Trent, again, dominating down low. The Comets have thrown many bigs at her, one being Knight. Stanfield's guarded her at some point. Rodriguez out there now guarding her, but no one has found an answer for 30. And you would have thought all day today, if the Comets stop Bryn Martin, that would be the ticket to the state. But so far, it's been Trent that has dominated.
That free throw was no good. It was Kessler who went in for it with Trent. Whistle was blown. It will be the Comets taking it under their own basket. It was a foul against Trent, actually. That's her second of the game. Isaac, it'd be a great time for her to start getting into foul trouble if you're a Comet fan.
Yeah, foul's not a problem for Springboro. They just have one. Comets with 4.
Kessler's going to drive in herself, puts it up, can't get the 2 to go. So many miss kind of layups for the Comets. And you look at it down 6, if they're able to just hit some of those shots, it's a completely different game. You might be in favor. Martin takes the right side. Mackenzie Jones thought about the 3 from the corner, off the foot of Jones. Tight defense from Stanfield, and a foul is called against number 12.
And again, just stumbling it was Jones, but Taylor Stanfield just being a little too aggressive, especially when you have one more foul and the other team's in the bonus. Now with 2:48, Springboro's definitely in the driver's seat. Well, now they'll have 2 shots for every time down the floor they get fouled with a lot of time left on that clock.
First free throw from Jones is good, and Isaac, it's been a game full of fouls, and during the regional finals, I'd say let the girls play. You don't got to blow the whistle every time. Either way, it finds himself in the bonus now. Mackenzie Jones is 77% shooter. Hit the first one, makes it a 34-27 game, hits both. The Panthers back up to an 8-point lead. Haber's going to take it up on the right side. Goes up to the corner, gets it out to Stanfield. Thought about the shot, won't take it. Now Habra would have gotten the screen from Knight, decides to go the other way. Now Parrish on the right side. She looks to take it herself, gets it out to Habra on the corner. She's going to drive in all the way. Turnaround shot, no good. Just bad possessions for this Comet offense. Now Springboro in transition.
Comets got to get better spacing in that. Maddie Parrish had a huge size advantage, but couldn't do anything because there was help from Anna Habra's help defense.
Whistle blown. Trent had it on the left wing. It's going to be a foul against the Panthers, so the Comets will take it out.
And that's Mackenzie Jones' third. That's a huge foul there for one of the key contributors to this Panther team. She's going to stay in the game, so if the Comets got to take it right at her.
Parrish driving in very hard. Whistle's blown as she gets at the free throw line. It's going to be a foul against 5 for the Panthers. Tessa Blaine. That's the third of the quarter for the Panthers, who look a minute 57 remaining. 2 more would get the Comets in the bonus.
Yeah, Comets got to take it to the basket. Get that fouls up.
Parrish is guarded by Jones. Goes to the right side. Floaters up. Gets a bad bounce. But right there was Johnson to get the rebound. Parrish a 3. Nylon!
You bet. Maddie Parrish knocking it down like she needed to. And right there, Comets just back to 5, creeping back in the game. Haven't had the lead almost all day, but creeping back in slowly but slowly.
3 3-pointers for the senior. Trent down at the right block, gets the 2 to go. It's a 7-point game, a minute 20 left remaining. Comets don't have anyone back to get the pass. Stanfield just able to catch it. Now out to Parrish. We'll take another one. No good. Rebounded by Trent. Johnson went to go up for it. Now less than a minute remaining. Mackenzie Jones has it on the right wing. Gets it out to Bryn Martin. She's guarded by Addie Gilman. Well, now Reset takes it up to the top. Resets her offense.
I've been so impressed with Trent in this game.
Martin will let a 3 fly. No good. Jazz Johnson go for the rebound. Out of bounds. It's Comet ball.
And here's an opportunity for the Comets. Springboro is not the team that usually likes to hold the ball with less than 30 seconds. So if the Comets can go quick here, try and get a bucket, and then try and force Springboro to a bad shot, kind of get a 2-for-1 at the end of this quarter, that'd be big.
Anna Habra checks in for Addie Gilman. 45.1 left to go here in the third. Comets find themselves down 7. A spot that they've been in for the majority of tonight's game. Press heavy for Springboro. Nice pass from Habra to break it. Josh Johnson will take it on the right side. Johnson, this is a girl who can hit threes, be a scary weapon. So it could be someone overlooked. Wade guards Habra. Out to Johnson on the right wing. Will think about it. Now pass down. Dangerous to Parrish. Out of bounds. And it's Springboro ball.
I mean, Jazz Johnson again just forcing it when you don't need it. Maddie Parrish tried to get the seal down on the smaller blend, but couldn't get it done because there's help side on the back side. So that's one of the biggest stops of the game for Springboro, because not only they get the stop, they can hold for one shot and have at least a 7-point lead going to the final quarter.
Johnson, you look at that pass to Parrish. Parrish was guarded by 2 defenders. You just wonder, why do you risk that? Now 13 seconds left. Trent gets it out to Jones. Black hole gives them the wrong time. Springboro doesn't fall for it. Pass intercepted by Annalise Knight. Out to Kessler. She's got to let it go. Shot no good. Put up by Habra. Can't get it to go. Comets miss out on a chance there at the end. End of the third. 8 minutes of basketball left as Isaac, Comets find themselves down 7.
And they've been down all day long, but this is the quarter for the whole season. If you want to go to that state final, you got to get there. You got to have the best quarter you've had all year long. Maddie Parrish starting to get hot. Comets getting close going to this fourth quarter.
So we have one more quarter to decide who will punch their ticket to the Final Four at Dayton. Stay tuned here on Mason Sports Radio. We welcome you back into Fairborn High School for the regional finals. 8 minutes left to decide who will be going on to face the winner of Walnut Hills versus Princeton in the Final Four. It'll be the Panthers to take it up. They have a 7-point lead. Martin has it in the right corner. Far pass all the way out to Gabbard. She'll take it. Finds Trent down low, hits the 2. Springboro strikes first in the fourth. It's now a 9-point lead.
And Trent's done that all day.
Parrish launches a 3, no good. Habra went up for the rebound, whistle blown. It'll stay with the Comets.
And right there, I mean, going to the other end, Trent has done phenomenal at sealing her opponents under the court, under the basket, because she's so much bigger and stronger that when she gets that positioning, it's automatically an easy make.
Parrish will take it at the top, goes left, has an opening, goes up with it, can't get the shot to go, but she's fouled on the way up. She'll head to the line.
Yeah, Springboro's got to be careful with those one-on-ones. Parrish will take it by every time. Would have been huge if she could have finished at the basket. But she's starting to come in clutch. She has 15, 3 fouls, so she cannot afford to get another early in this fourth quarter.
First shot is good from Parrish, so the score now goes 39-31. 7 minutes 22 left in the period. Parrish pulls up for her second, hits both. You're getting to a point now, Isaac, where when you get to the line, just one miss at the free throw line can bring a whole different story to this game. That time, Parrish very well to hit both. Habra and Jones both go for it.
Habra went for the ball. It could have easily been a jump ball. It should have been a jump ball, but they got the hand on Habra. A huge foul call there. That's just her third. But the Comets, you got to start going here. Huge
Habra
stop there.
Gets it away from Jones. No, one-on-one. She goes up, and she's tripped. No call.
Didn't get the call, was tripped, and then a little push from behind. My goodness. A tough break from both sides on Habra. But what I was saying, the Comets down 7 minutes to go, but you got to think those last 3 minutes, Springboro is going to hold the ball.
Martin goes in off of Gilman. She hits it. 41-32 is the lead for the Panthers. Parrish gonna drive in. She's fouled by Jones.
Foul. As Parrish coming up a little wobbly there. That is Jones' fourth.
So the Comets get it in. Stanfield on the left corner, elects not to take it. Whistle blown immediately as she moves right.
And that is Springboro's fourth team foul with 6:38 left, and that's exactly what you need if you're the Comets. If you can get that one more foul, how you get back into games when you're losing is you get points on the board when no clock goes off. So the Comets have to take it to the basket, preferably Maddie Parrish or Taylor Stanfield.
So Parrish moves left, goes to take it in all the way. Shot no good. Both teams fighting for the rebound. Bryn Martin's able to pull it down. Long pass out to Wade. Can't hit the two, but an offensive rebound by number 4, Brooke Clear. Another foul is called. It is foul after foul. That's a foul against Habra. Second of the quarter for the Comets.
That's Habra's fourth. That's killer. And Comets are slowly but surely running out of time. I mean, it's really the Bryn Martin effect. When she has the ball in her hands, and this is the fear that you had if you're a Comets fan. If you're losing to this team, Bryn Martin's going to have the ball for the rest of the last 3 minutes, and she's the best free throw shooter the Comets have faced this year. One of the best free throw shooters I've seen in high school basketball, and how many she has a year.
It's now a 10-point lead after Clear hits the free throw. Gilman has it on the left wing, guarded by Clear. Gets it back out to Adai Kessler. Kessler stuck at the top of the three-point line. Foul called. That's going to go against Springboro. So Isaac, the Comets, now looking at the time, 6 minutes remaining. They head into the bonus.
That is ginormous, and that is maybe the reason why the Comets come back in this game, maybe win this game, is because they're going to have to make their free throws, but they already got to the line with 6 minutes left.
It's Adai Kessler at the line. Can't connect on the first, so still a 10-point game. The largest lead that the Panthers have had this half. Kessler misses both. Martin now in on transition on Gilman. She goes up with it, hits the two. It's a 12-point lead for Springboro. As this game's starting to fall out of reach for the Comets, they need something to hit. Parrish gonna drive in on two. No call, gets her own rebound and is able to hit it. Comets back in 10. Parrish looks like her only goal there was to just try and force a foul on two defenders. Doesn't get it, but luckily was able to get it right back and hits that too. Trent gets it out to Mackenzie Jones at the top. She's guarded by Stanfield. Now out to Bryn Martin. Martin finds Clear. She's guarded by Kessler. Bounce pass out. Still far behind the three-point line is Jones. Martin loses control of it, guarded by Gilman.
Timeout Springboro. And this is the part of the game. Springboro up 10, where they're going to start holding the ball, and they're going to make the Comets either foul them or overcommit and get an easy bucket. And this is a time where if you're the Comets, you got to hope that Maddie Parrish either gets going from 3 or you can force some turnovers to get back in this game. Because how I've seen it so far, Springboro with the ball in Bryn Martin's hands, they're not going to beat themselves.
Comets only have 2 fouls in the quarter, so they have a few to give, but you can't start giving your fouls with 5 minutes and 15 remaining in this game, especially with how good of a free throw shooting team that Springboro is. Bryn Martin, one of the top free throw shooters in the country, regardless of just Ohio. So after the timeout, it stays with Springboro. Jones will throw it out, finds Martin behind half court. She will bring it up. She's guarded by Gilman, moves to the right side, gets it into Jones, who's guarded by Stanfield. Drives in on the left block, goes up with it. Foul called on the shot.
We've seen it so many times today. Taylor Stanfield has to be way less aggressive at the perimeter because she's trying to, I know you're trying to pick off those passes, but you got to understand what the team needs are right now, and you can't start fouling the way she has, and she's now in foul trouble.
Free throw good from Jones. She has 8.
Haber in now with 4 fouls with 5 minutes left. I mean, season on the line, you got to have your best players out there, but she has to be careful.
Hits both of the free throws. So now Parrish will take it up. She has 19 here in the fourth quarter, but she needs to get a spark lit for the Comets. She drives in, foul called on the shot. Parrish will head to the line. After the free throw, it's back to a 12-point lead for the Panthers.
Hey, and that's a start. You got to get shots when there's no clock going off. The Comets, you would have to expect, will go into their press, and you got to force turnovers. You got to make sure that anybody but Bryn Martin beats you. And Bryn Martin actually checking out of the game. No, she's going to stay in the game. Went over to coach.
Parrish hit her first, a chance to bring it back to a 10-point game. Second one's up and through. Parrish hits both of her free throws. Now over 20 points on the game, 21 to be exact. Look at Bryn Martin, 16 points tonight. Her and Parrish, the 2 leading scorers for both of their teams. Press on for the Comets.
And minimal contact there from Taylor Stanfield, but nonetheless still gets the foul call. Comets are slowly rolling out of time. It's her 4th, team's 4th, and you run out of answers here for the Mason girls Comets.
Tessa Blaine hit the deck, and one more foul would get the freshman out of this game. Martin drives in right side, pass out, a corner 3, air ball, and rebounded by Stanfield. Parrish will now take it up at half court, moves to the left side. Will spin, goes up with it, no foul, and can't hit it. Kessler, trying hard for the jump ball. It looks like they got it.
Yeah, after the rebound, Kessler got in there late, just tried digging her paws in there, getting the rebound, the jump ball, and she got rewarded for it. It will stay Comet basketball. So if Comets, you got to think you got to go either for right at the basket earlier, get a 3-pointer for one of your better 3-point shooters.
Haber gets it to Parrish on the left corner. Will take a 3. No good. Goes out of bounds, stays with the Comets. What a 3 that would have been if Parrish was able to hit it. It's still a 10-point game. Haber will take it out under the basket. Gets it out to Jazz Johnson on the left corner. Now Parrish on the left wing. Guarded by Blair. Will step back. Thought about the 3. Now will heave one up. Once again, no good. Right into the hands of Annalise Knight. Goes up with it. Hits it off the board. Comets blew it to within 8.
Yeah,
timeout called.
Yeah, and this for sure is going to be a draw up for some type of press. You got to think. Comets have started to go with once they get about mid-court, Gelman guarding Martin, they start to bring up a girl like Kessler or Imani Johnson to kind of make Martin's life harder on herself. But you got to think a full court press is coming here. Maddie Parrish showing visual upset with Coach Gideon Dungeon when asked about why she's shooting only three-pointers. She seems like that's her only option for her right now. Looking for answers. Comets starting to fall apart, but only 8-point lead for Springboro.
Parrish, she's hit 3 threes tonight, but has missed many. Full court press is on. Mackenzie Jones will take it up. She's able to break it herself as she's guarded by Parrish. Now they'll take their time. Gets it to Anaya Trent. Out to Brooke Clear. Had it wide open. Just elects to keep it herself. Now at the top. Guarded by Kessler. Gets it out to Bryn Martin on the right side. Kessler is going to foul Martin, and that sends Springboro into the bonus. You did not need to do that, Isaac.
And that's going to get Springboro to the line for the rest of the game. 2 shots. Bryn Martin is not the girl you want at the line. 88% on the season with over 160 attempts. Phenomenal shooting from the line.
First one up, and it's right through. 17 now for the senior.
So I was hoping for the announcer jinx right there.
You were trying very hard there.
But with a girl like her, seems like she's practiced that routine more times than I've had announcers jinx this year.
Will be the first of many, Isaac. Second one up, she hits both. It's back to a 10-point lead for the Panthers. Less than 4 minutes left now in the game. Stanfield on the right side gets it out to Parrish at the top. Pass down low to Habra. She's unable to get it. Springboro was able to grab it, but a whistle blown.
Comets just falling apart. Maddie Parrish has been looking at the basket all day, but right there she had no intention of the basket and was just looking for a teammate. Springboro's played phenomenal defense inside and got the deflection. Comets are going to need a miracle with 3:30 to come back and win this game.
Springboro's able to break the press. Martin now on the far left side. Takes it left. She's going to drive in herself. Goes up with it. Can't hit it. Annalise Knight fighting for the rebound. Now down low with Trent. Jump ball is going to be called. It stays with the Panthers.
Again, Comets not physical enough down low for Trent.
Both teams have won their last 10. Losing, not accustomed. Martin able to go up with the right hand. Underhand that time and hits the 2. Timeout called by the Comets. It is a 50-38 lead with 3:01 left on the clock, Isaac. You said a few minutes ago the Comets need a miracle. Yeah. Here's your miracle.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to just hope. You got to tell Maddie Parrish, got to run some plays for her and hope that she can knock down some threes. But at the end of the day, Springboro's led all day. They've been the better team all day. You would definitely ask all these seniors and Anna Habra what they would change most about this game. They changed a lot of stuff about this game. It has not been the best game at all for this Comet team. They only have 1 loss on the season against Reynoldsburg, and who's one of the best teams in the state. But you got to think this would chalk up as their worst game of the season, assuming that Springboro can hold on to this game. But I've seen crazier things happen. Down 12 3 minutes ago. Comets got to be perfect for the rest of the game, and Springboro has to be not perfect for the rest of the game.
Maybe better ways to put it, but it still gets the message across. The last 3 minutes of either Maddie Parrish or Bryn Martin's high school career. Comets have it. Out to Annalise Knight. Dangerous pass. Gets it out to Parrish. She drives in. Back down to Knight. Open. Johnson, a 3. No good. Rebounded by Stanfield, but it goes off of her hands, out of bounds. It's Springboro basketball, Isaac. That is a killer.
Yeah, Comets just slowly falling apart. We're going to look for answers in the last 3 minutes of this game, but when Britton Martin gets the ball, she's not going to give it up, and she's not going to miss those free throws either.
Martin drives down the right side, gets it out to Clear down low. She gets it out to Trent on the far left. Now back down to Martin on the right wing. She's guarded by Imani Johnson, brings it up to the center, out to Mackenzie Jones. Now back to Blair. 2 minutes and 20 remaining in the game. Blair gets it back down to Jones. She goes on Stanfield looking for a charge. Won't get it. That's Stanfield's 5th. She is out for the rest of this game, and Jones will head to the free throw line. Isaac.
That's it for Taylor Stanfield. That's her 5th of the game. Rodriguez and Schaefer checking into the game just for some size. Knight checks out of the game. It's just been a disaster. Comets have folded under the pressure of this huge game when it came down to it, and Springboro will more than likely get their 2nd win in a row against the Comets.
The reality starting to kick in for the Comets sideline. She hits both. A 14-point lead now for Springboro. Pass from Rodriguez, tipped by Wade. It goes out of bounds. The Comets keep possession. Checking in for the Comets, Josh Johnson. She checks in for Imani Johnson. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. The Comets need 14 to tie it. Parrish, double team. Rodriguez down low, going up for the 2. That shot no good. Offensive rebound by Habra, puts it back up, can't get it. Another offensive rebound. That one's no good. Both teams fighting for it. Springboro is able to come down with it. Lydia Gabbard was able to pull it in. 1 minute and 40 left for the Comets to try and pull back in. Another foul committed by Mason. Cheers roaring from the Springboro fans as they understand that this will be the 2nd year in a row that Springboro will be headed to the Final Four.
And again, this is just the worst way to end off for Maddie Parrish. She started her high school career as a freshman playing in the Final Four the last time the Comets got there. The best record the Comets had since 1994 is that 2020 season. And then they couldn't get it done with an overtime loss in the state championship. And then now in her final season, she's going to come up just short to reaching that goal again.
Martin hits the free throw. It is a 15-point game, the largest lead of the night for the Panthers. Timeout called. And the black hole completely silent, all the energy drained out of the Mason student section. Regardless of how this game ends, it was nothing short of an incredible season from the Mason Comets. First year under new head coach Gideon Dudgeon after an amazing tenure from Coach Rob Matula. Like you mentioned earlier, a Hall of Fame coach, makes it all the way to the regional finals. You know, you still got to tip your caps to these girls. They played their hearts out this entire season, this entire playoff run, but looks like they'll come up short tonight.
Yeah, all seniors out here, but Addie Gilman for the Comets.
The Comets will take it out. Parrish will throw it in. Still a full court press for Springboro. She gets it into Victoria Rodriguez. They want to travel, won't get it. Now Kessler resets the offense. You got to go. You can't hold this ball. Gets it out to Parrish at the top. Moves into the left side. Pulls up. Shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up with it. Again, no good. Rebounded by Springboro. Now 1 minute and 20 remaining. Out of bounds. It'll be Mason ball.
It's interesting to see after this last possession for the Comets if they'll decide to foul and make this look most likely even worse, or if they'll just let Springboro hold the ball and end the game. Let's talk about Mackenzie Jones as she checks out. It's going to be her 3rd time in 3 years going to the state Final Four, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely. What a career that the junior has had. Her first year with Springboro. Johnson on the right wing gets it out to Anna Habra. Tries to drive in, but a foul's going to be called. Looks like Habra will go to the line. Ava Wade checks out of the game for the Panthers. So we await these free throws from Anna Habra. Free throw up from Habra. She's able to hit that one. 53-39 is now the score. .66 seconds left in the game. Habra hits both. Immediately tries to foul Martin. She just holds it. Gets it out. And Kessler will commit the foul on Brooke Clear. Kessler, that's her second of the game. We now reach a minute flat left remaining. Clear will be the one heading to the line. Look at her, only 1 point. She's able to get that one to go. Back to a 14-point lead. We talk about the emotions that could be running for these teams, especially on the Comet side. It's the last game that Madison Parish will play as a Mason Comet, as she will continue her stellar basketball career going to West Virginia alongside Annalise Knight, who's committed to Miami, Ohio for soccer. Fantastic careers that these seniors have had. It's just unfortunate the way that it's going to end.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate way to end, especially against the same team that beat you last year. But you got to give all the credit in the world to this Springboro team and how they played today. Both sides played unbelievably sloppy in the first half, but it came down to which senior and which group of girls could control their composure and show up in the biggest moment. And it's been a more experienced group, which is Springboro. They have 6 girls that have played at this varsity for all 4 years of their high school career, which at the end of the day shows. And a team in the GMC that's kind of like that is Sycamore. Sycamore has 4 girls that are freshmen that are phenomenal. And that's something to keep in mind. That could be the formula that we see. Maybe you're not the greatest year one, but talk about 4 years, having the experience in these games, you can't really teach that.
Johnson kicks it down low. Now Amani Johnson at the block trying to get possession. Goes up with it. She's fouled. 50.1 left remaining. Amani Johnson will head to the line. We've mentioned about this team next year. Other than Parrish and Annalise Knight, you're not losing a whole lot. You're losing some girls off the bench like Jazz Johnson and Izzy Herlinger, but other than that, you're going to have a senior, Anna Habra, with her 4th year of varsity experience. You're going to have a junior, Addie Gilman, and then a sophomore of Taylor Stanfield. So it's a Comet team that's still going to have that chemistry. It's going to be a big blow losing Parrish, but this Comet team, they're not going to be going anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you say a big blow from the Comets losing Parrish is an understatement. She's been here for 4 years. Obviously, she's been one of the best players this program's ever seen. Will most likely have her name in the Raptors at Mason Middle School there, arena. And yeah, it's an unfortunate way to end, but another timeout. This will most likely, you wouldn't expect the Comets to foul with 40 seconds left. This will most likely be the last possession of the game.
Absolutely. So the Comets, after tonight, came in a 10-game winning streak. Only one loss on the year coming into today. That was versus Anthony Wayne. Today they fall to 24-2 overall, going down for the second year in a row to the Springboro Panthers. Both teams come out of the timeout. The Panthers will have it. Brooke Clear will take it out. On the right side, Jones checked back in. Haber's able to deflect it immediately, and a foul against 4 Clear. Haber will be sent to the line. Not exactly sure why you would be fouling there if you're Springboro, Isaac. You're keeping time on the clock and giving the Comets more shots. You would say just let them go score, get the ball back, and take the time off. Instead, Anna Haber will go back to the line.
Yeah, I like the grit that the Comets are finishing this game off with. They've had it all year. Of course, Anna Haber, was talking with her this week. I was asking, do you ever get tired? And she's like, I really don't. When she's playing soccer, she's had so many injuries in the past, especially with that knee. And it's so impressive how a two-sport athlete that, of course, it requires a lot of conditioning, but how she's come back to final form in both of her injuries. So, absolutely phenomenal two-sport athlete.
That's another foul against the Comets after Haber hit both. That is 5 for Anna Haber. She will check out of the game. Mackenzie Jones will head to the line. 35.9 left. Panthers up 12. A chance to make it 14 once more. What a fantastic season from Anna Haber it was. One of the top shooters from the field, over 55% on the year. She came into tonight averaging about 15 a game. Only had 8 in this regional finals. But had some incredible performance, including a 30-point win versus Springfield in the district finals. That first free throw from Jones, good. But just unfortunate for the junior. She mentioned on Comet Sports Talk this week how big this would be if the Comets could get this win tonight. Yeah,
and you talk about a girl that does almost anything you could ask for. I mean, you look at around the GMC in every category, she's in the top 5 in almost every one of them. Blocks, steals, rebounds, she's up there. Assists, she's one of the top. And then points, she might not be up there, but she's about 15 a game. So, I mean, a phenomenal player. Another year of development. She's going to be a special player next year.
That one went off the foot of Parrish. They said Springboro basketball initially, and now it looks like it's going to be a foul against Springboro, so Parrish will head to the line. Confusion on the call by the people in stripes. Springboro, the fans do not like the call. Regardless, Parrish will get 2 free throws. First one up, unable to convert on the first. 26 left on the clock. Parrish able to hit the second. So now a 57-44 game. Press still on for the Comets.
Man, normally with these leads at 13 or 14, the last 2 minutes shouldn't be too long, but this Comet team still keeping that full court pressure, that identity that they stand by, that don't give up until the whistle blows. Even though they know that they're not going to win this game, they're still going to fight until the end, which is good to see.
Yeah, no reason to fully give up. First free throw from Clear is good. 58-44 is the score. But, I mean, Isaac, the more fouls you give up, it's not like anything's going to be changing. So, looks like the Comets for these next 22 seconds will just keep fouling away. Clear hits both. 59-44, 23 seconds left. Kessler will bring it up. Drives immediately inside. Goes up with it. Shot no good. Rebounded by Jones. Tries to keep it, goes out of bounds, stays with the Panthers. The Panthers, after tonight's win, will go on to play the winner of Walnut Hills versus Princeton. And we look at Princeton, one of the hottest teams in Ohio. After a loss to the Comets, they've won their last 12. as if they go on victorious tonight versus Walnut Hills, that would be the Final Four.
I mean, this Springboro team, watched some film before this game. I mean, this team is impressive, and it would not surprise me if you told me they'd win the state championship with how deep they are, with how many different positions that they have that are so filled. There's no holes in this team. A lot more impressive, you could say, than even last year. Impressive win.
As that will do it from Fairborn High School, the Springboro Panthers, for the second year in a row, are regional champions. The Comets' season falls to an unfortunate ending as they suffer the same fate that they have the past 2 years. That'll do it here from Fairborn High School. Comets go down a score of 59-44. I've been Daniel Panetti alongside Isaac Vargo, Alyssa Feinblatt directing, Trevor Rose doing the social media behind the scenes. We thank you for watching here on Sports Radio. Go Comets.